Shields up, Iron Breakers. We're kind of here coming at you with another video, and yesterday we had the Nintendo Mini Direct, which culminated in the announcement of the remastered version of Dark Souls, which is going to be coming out on the 25th of May. I did a whole video talking about that already. You guys know I'm pretty hyped about that, but there were a couple of other interesting announcements in that particular Nintendo Direct that I would like to talk a little bit with you guys about. So the very first thing was the actual first game that they've shown in the Mini Direct, which was The World Ends With You. Now, I understand that this game has already released at some point. I don't know exactly on which platform. I've personally never played it, but it looked really interesting. I gotta tell you guys, I was looking at the footage for the gameplay, and I was like, okay, so it's like some kind of rhythm game, but it looks like it's got some beat-them-up mechanics, and then suddenly the guy who's narrating the thing actually says, oh, the action RPG, and I'm like, what? This is a rhythm game, action RPG, beat-them-up thing with an interesting art style that I'm actually curious about. And I want to check out more about this particular title when it actually comes out. I'm very curious about it. Another announcement that they've had in that particular Mini Direct was that Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which, in my opinion, the Hyrule Warriors, which is a Muju game essentially, was one of the best Muju games that I've seen Omega Force do. I don't know if it's because I kind of like the Zelda franchise. I don't know if that's the thing, but I got really into it. As a matter of fact, at one point I started working on a series for the channel, which turned out didn't really go anywhere because most of you guys really care more about Dark Souls than anything else, and I'm not going to blame you about that, but I personally am interested in Hyrule Warriors on the Switch, and it's actually cool because they are porting games that were stuck on the Wii U, which is a platform that didn't really have that much success. And to be honest, the fact that they're porting over Hyrule Warriors actually raises my hopes for a couple of other games that I'll bring up at the end of this video. Anyway, another announcement was Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Now, this is a game that I've never played on the Wii U, and I've always heard people who have played it as like, it's one of the best platformers that was ever made, and I ended up never really playing it. So the fact that it's coming to the Switch is a good thing, because I might have a chance to play it now, and specifically when it comes super heavily recommended by most Nintendo fans as like one of the best games ever made. And again, it is a game that is essentially stuck on the Wii U, which is right now a console with no future. So I was pretty hyped about the fact that that thing got announced, and I'm curious to see if it is as good as everyone is making it out to be. We shall see when we actually get our hands on it. Another thing that was announced was the Dragon Quest Builders demo, which is currently available, and to be completely honest, I've actually been playing the full version of this game for a couple of days now, because I wanted to test it out, see how it plays out on the Switch. You guys know I'm always looking for cool stuff on the Switch, and I guess I might as well use this video to tell you guys my opinions on it. It's a pretty good Minecraft-like, so to speak. I mean, we've had this game on other platforms, so if you know what Dragon Quest Builders is, it's that same game. What you guys might be wondering is, but how does it run on the Switch? Runs pretty damn good, although I do have to say, in the docked mode, it felt a little bit disappointing because it doesn't really upscale the resolution all that much. However, in undocked mode, the game looks gorgeous. So in the actual Switch screen, the game looks great. When you put it up on the TV screen, it does not look that good. I'm pretty sure it's running at about 720p, most likely on the big screen. Like, it still looks good. It doesn't look terrible or anything. But you can see the jaggies, you can see that the resolution isn't really being upscaled as much as it potentially could. But ultimately, if you are a fan of the whole Minecraft build-em-up type of gameplay, I gotta say, I like Dragon Quest Builders quite a bit. I like the visuals on it. I like the fact that there is an actual narrative to the whole thing. There's a reason for you to actually be building stuff the way that you are building them. And it's at the same time, it still gives you the freedom. You know, it's like, oh, you want to just build some stuff for a while, go build some stuff for a while. Whenever you want to continue the quest will be there for you to continue. So that's it's a pretty cool game so far, I gotta tell you guys. So if you are thinking about it, go get that demo, try it out for yourself, and you will figure it out. Another game that will be coming later down the line is going to be Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Donna. Now, I've actually I actually have this. Niz America sent it to me. I never really got a chance to take a look at it because 2017 was a completely crazy year, as we all know. And it looks like that is coming to the Switch. Now, I liked what was the Yiz that I played? I played a Yiz on the Vita, which pretty much made me become a fan of that particular franchise. I liked what I've played of Yiz. It's just I haven't really gotten a chance to play Lacrimosa of Donna, but it's pretty cool that it's coming to the Switch. And I know that at this point, some people are going to be saying, dude, there's so many ports coming to the Switch, just like tons and tons of ports. It's a good thing. This is a good thing, because these are going to be games that you're going to be able to play on the go that most likely you weren't previously able to play on the go. And the other thing that I wanted to bring up on this video is the fact that with Nintendo porting over so many things from the Wii U, there's actually a really good chance that we're going to be getting some of those titles that are somehow a little bit forgotten on the Wii U. Like, you know, maybe get that Xenoblade Chronicles X in there, which personally I've finished, so it's not like I'm going to be playing it again, but I would like more people to be exposed to that title, because I still, you know, some people like to say that it's not as good as the original Xenoblade Chronicles and all that. Hey, maybe even Xenoblade Chronicles as well. Then again, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D is on the 3DS, but I would like to see a remaster of the original Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles X, particularly now that they have the engine of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 running on the Switch. It can't be too hard to port the other two games in there. Even if just to have them in there for archival purposes, I would be interested in checking out how all that is panning out. Because again, really love Xenoblade Chronicles, but more importantly, there is one game that I would really like to see make the move to the Switch, and I've mentioned this before, and that game is Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Oh man, I've never gotten around to playing too much of it. I think I played, I don't know, about 10 hours or so of that game. And it is fun. It is a really good game. It's from the same people who work on Persona. It's kind of like, it's almost like Persona cross Fire Emblem, because it's got some Fire Emblem characters in there and whatnot. And it is such a good game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I do hope that they announce it later down the line for the Switch, you know. But anyway, that was all I really wanted to talk about. The Nintendo Direct Mini was pretty cool. Obviously, the thing that I'm most hyped about from that is still Dark Souls. But ultimately, there were a couple of other interesting things in there. What do you guys think? Was there anything in that mini direct that you are more interested in than the stuff that I've mentioned? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what else you would like to see on the Switch. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.